Hey, how you doing today? Introduction for the awesome channel here with Ordinary Old Guy. All right, what's the point? How are you going to be here? Is this going to be helpful to you? You're going to learn anything? I don't know, but part of this is just to motivate you, keep you inspired, keep you wanting to try to do your best. 50 plus means is where I'm at, 50 plus. But you don't have to be old to hopefully gain something or enjoy being here and listening to what's going on. Some of the things are lifelong lessons. Some of these things we don't know, but you know, I just look at a lot of the channels where there's a lot of great people out there and I can learn a lot of great things and it helps me become better at what I'm trying to do. And I want to try to help out too, just to fill that little niche that says, hey, what about somebody who maybe hasn't been doing these things all the time, or maybe at times it worked out and times you didn't, and times you struggle and times you feel like, you know, this is hard, and you know what, even going backwards, getting weaker, oh no, that's a horrible thing, but it's not. It's part of just trying to strive and try to improve yourself and keep going. And so a big piece of this is just to try to keep you motivated, keep you feeling good, to sit here and go, hey, I could watch this guy over here, just an ordinary guys, no special degrees, I don't have any, I'm not going to be sitting here with my shirt off showing you how impressive my physique is, because honestly it's not. I love it to be, but it's not. But it doesn't keep me from keeping it going and keeping trying. And I think we can all benefit from that. So it's always great to learn different things and see an exercise and have somebody say, check out this technique with this process, and you feel good about it, and then maybe it doesn't work out for you and it leads to frustration. So that's just the reality of it. And also, as this being an ordinary old guy, you know what, you don't have to be struggling with injuries or issues or things, because those things can happen to you when you're young too. You can have injuries, you can get hurt doing different things, sometimes maybe even working out, sometimes not. Sometimes these things happen. We're not all perfect, we're all different, and some people can deal with struggle with different things, back issues, whatever it may be. And so that doesn't matter either. So what do we do then if, hey, you know, maybe you love to work out, or you'd like to work out, but you have pain and discomfort? Number one is always talk to professionals. Make sure you're going to a doctor, getting checked out. There's great people that you can learn a lot of things from, even some of them on YouTube, that can like maybe point you in the right directions. I'm not qualified for any of those things. So I will certainly show like, hey, I have this issue and I'm going to try to do something a little different. I'm going to try to, you know, this is the exercise I do because it's what I can do. Oh, I'd love to do a straight bar curl and do a bunch of weight, but I can't. My wrist will kill me, or my elbow, or my shoulder, who knows what it is, because it's all of those things actually. So I got to do something a little different, and I can really share that. I could say, hey, you know what, this is what I'm doing to maybe help me a little bit. But you want to be smart, and you want to get checked out, and you want to try to do your best work, and you want to get professional guidance and make sure you're healthy to even do some things, right? And that gets more challenging, but you need to take care of yourself, and that's a big part of this. Maybe somebody's made some New Year's resolutions recently, and we all know how that goes. Maybe that lasts till February-ish, maybe, if you're lucky. Sometimes not, sometimes they stick in there. If that's the case, great, let's keep it going. Let's keep that motivation. If that's not the case, and like, look, you're just looking for something a little different. You're looking for something a little different that's beyond this. Because believe me, this intro session, blah, 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 talk. It's not always going to be that way. This is just my introduction video here to kind of just introduce people to who I am, what I want to try to do, and see how I can maybe help you or keep you going, right? You might see me fail. You might see me not being able to do the right exercise. You might see me doing an exercise and it doesn't look right at all. And that's fine, right? Because I'm just going to be taking you along for the journey. Like a lot of the people I like to watch sometimes, it's a little bit about them too, and it's about getting interested in seeing what's going on. So hopefully I can be entertaining and motivating and inspiring to sit there and say, look, here's a guy who's 50 plus, kind of broke down, got some seriously damaged parts here that, you know, impede my hopes, my dreams, my progression of what I'd like to do or like to be, and then some of that's changed. And also just to be able to speak to being able to sit there and say, hey, you know what, you're doing something, right? At least if you're trying. Who cares what it is, you know? If it's you're trying to do a cheat push-up and you did one, congratulations. Seriously, It might sound stupid, but it's not. You know, you need somebody to sit there and say, you know, hey, maybe that's good enough, what you're trying to do right now. Not always like, you know, more, harder, harder, harder. And that's good for some people, because some people love that. Some people say, yeah, you know, push me harder, challenge me more. You know, but there's another maybe half, let's just say a couple billion people who say there and say, go, no, that's not what motivates me. Something else motivates me, and that's being like, you know, maybe cheered on, like, hey, great job. And there's nothing wrong with that. We can go either way. Work harder or great job. And there's a good balance in that. So I want to make sure I learn to and continue to try to do something to keep people going, because it's hard. It's a grind. It's a grind sometimes to do this. It's a grind to find that motivation to come out here. Honestly, I'm sitting in a garage that's freezing. I got a tiny little heater. It really doesn't do anything but maybe warm my toes if I stand by it. And sometimes that's a tough time to come out here and be in a garage working out. But you know what? That's what you do. Maybe you go to a gym. Maybe you have other people. Maybe you don't. And if you don't, then maybe you got me. You got me to somebody you can check in, read, listen to, watch, whatever it may be here, and sit there and go, all right, look, hey, he's still at it. He's still trying to do this. Because, you know, part of this is now just trying to maintain something for me. But maybe for you, that won't be the case. Maybe for you, it's going to be about, you know, improvement and getting better. And doing a little bit something more than you did before. And sometimes you just need somebody who says, you know what, that's good, just a little bit more, right? If it's a lot more, that's awesome for you. I have no problem if you're here, you're ripped, you're huge. In fact, maybe you're everything, wow, I'd like to be. Great. Hey, if I can entertain you and keep you motivated and have you feeling good about what you're doing, I'm all for that. I want to apply to everybody here, no matter where you're at, what you're doing, pro, expert, just starting, whatever it is. It's about, again, the motivation, the inspiration, going, come along for the ride. I hope you'd be willing to hang out. I hope you're still listening to this. I'm not going to go on for much longer, but I do want to have some time and some substance to this. I'll have other videos in which I'm showing exercises, chest exercises, arm exercises, back exercises, leg, right? All those different parts and pieces. I'll explain to you why I'm doing them and why they apply for me personally, and they may not fit for you. And again, always be smart and make sure you understand, like, hey, let me consult a real pro about things, because I don't know much of anything. I'm just sharing a journey. And I want you to be inspired and keep going. Don't give up. Keep fighting the fight. Keep working hard, even if sometimes you lay down for a little bit. You get back up, all right? So, again, I hope you enjoy this introduction, all right? Not a lot going on. I got the weights. We'll get to it. We'll bring it to you, and hopefully you'll join me again, give me another try, explore, see what's going to happen next, all right? So, thank you very much. Ordinary Old Guy signing off for today. Thank you.